Greetings, citizens of Australia. We are anonymous. For quite some time, the defenders of natural marriage between a man and a woman have attempted to point out that the true agenda behind the homosexual demands organizations is not marriage equality. It is the total unraveling of marriage and uprooting traditional values from society. Over and over, we are told by politicians that permitting same-sex couples access to the designation of marriage will not deprive anyone of any rights. That is a complete lie. If same-sex marriage is ever legalized in Australia, parenting will immediately be redefined to include a provision to erase the term natural parent and replace it across the board with a gender-neutral legal parent under law. This will result in all children only having legal parents, as defined by the government. By legally erasing biological parenthood in this way, the government ignores children's foremost right, which is their natural desire to know and be raised by their own biological parents. This is a form of child abuse, and the government has absolutely no right at all to interfere with how parents raise their children, except in cases of actual child abuse. Same-sex marriage not only deprives children of their own rights to natural parentage, it gives the state the power to override the autonomy of biological parents, which means parental rights will be taken away by the government, adding to the elite's goal of the destruction of the family unit. So what will this mean for normal everyday people who just want to raise their children in a normal natural environment? Firstly, it will be considered discrimination to say that marriage is between a man and a woman, or that every child should know and be raised by his or her biological married parents, and you can be prosecuted under new laws with tens of thousands of dollars in legal fees. New hate speech laws will be introduced. The insane political leftists and social justice warrior lunatics will call you redneck, racist and bigot. And because your beliefs, values, and political opinions are different from theirs, you risk losing your professional license, job, or business, and even your children. They are insane to the point where they are incapable of seeing the truth, and 30 years ago they would have been sent to a mental institution and heavily medicated. It would seem that the lunatics are definitely running the asylum. It is therefore not surprising to see how this has been planned for some time. For proof of this, look no further than the Safe Schools program, which is vile and disgusting in what it plans to teach your children. Parents can expect state interference when it comes to moral values, parenting, and education, and not just in schools. The government will have access into your home to supervise you as the parent, to judge your suitability. And if the government doesn't like what you are teaching your children, they will attempt to remove them from your home. Even if school teachers were to debate this, they will lose their jobs for thinking politically incorrect thoughts. If same-sex laws come into effect in Australia, we can also see gender-neutral language be legalized and mandated. It will be discrimination to assume that someone is male or female, regardless of whatever biological parts they have. This terminology is only starting to be used in schools and media right now. The freedom to assemble and speak freely about natural marriage, family, and sexuality will be restricted. Most faith communities will become politically correct, to avoid fines and loss of charitable status, and, in fact, some already have. Same-sex marriage is yet just another tool by the elite, via the United Nations, to erode your freedoms even more, until they are in complete control of every aspect of your life. Unless you vote no on the plebiscite in Australia for same-sex marriage, all of this will happen. Anonymous is not saying that same-sex couples should not be happy together. But you, the Australian, need to make a choice. Vote yes if you want more of your freedoms taken away, or vote no to preserve your way of life, and send a clear message to those in power that they are not welcome to do as they please with your lives. Send the message that they are there to govern us, not rule over us, which is what they are doing. We are anonymous. We do not forgive. We do not forget. Expect us.